Welcome back, and thank you for tuning in to the Week 5 podcast for Way to Wellness. I'm excited to be a part of this journey with you. My name is Jana Weaver. I'm the GPA Healthy Me and More coordinator and a registered dietitian nutritionist. I have been in the field of nutrition and wellness for over 14 years now, and as a lover of food and a former dieter, I understand how difficult it can be to find a balance between health, family, work, and fun. My goal as your guide in this program is to empower you to take control of your decisions about eating and physical activity without restrictive rules. A few years ago, when I was in college, I decided it would be a good idea to become more of an expert in the area of exercise. So, in addition to my background in nutrition, I also have a minor in exercise science as well. Even with my education and all my days of exercise and working out experience, I am sad, or maybe glad, to say that I am not the expert in this area. So to make this session credible and more interesting, I have called in some guests that are exercise experts and have some exciting stories to share with us. I have here with me today Mimi Stevens, Laura Chester, and Elda Herrera. Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you're all able to be here.
Hi. Thank you. Happy to be here.
Just to catch you all up, over the past 4 weeks on this Way to Wellness journey, we have talked a lot about eating and how to shift our mindset from dieting to a more balanced approach to health and wellness. In our session today, we want to apply this to exercise as well. Just as eating should make us feel good and not cause shame or regret, exercise should also be equally enjoyable. Most everyone listening is probably fully aware that there are many benefits of exercise: physical, emotional, social, and yet many of us don't exercise because of varying reasons. One of the top being that many people do not enjoy it. I think this is a great place to start our discussion. And one of our guests kicking us off today is GPA Senior Manager and avid exercise extraordinaire, Mimi Stevens. Mimi, why do you think people hate to exercise? Or some people do. And if enjoying it seems impossible, what can they do to overcome this?
Well, Janet, thank you for that great question, because that's a very common reason why people don't exercise. I got my bachelor's in kinesiology, my master's in exercise sports nutrition, and I've been in the business for 20 years teaching group fitness. And I share all this with you because I want to encourage you that there are days and there are weeks that I don't want to exercise. So even with all this knowledge, even with all this experience, I just don't feel like it sometimes. So just give yourself a little bit of that grace and just, distress that you don't have to do it every day. But if you are having the mindset of you're getting stuck because you hate exercise, you're not looking forward to it, 90% chance you're not going to stick with anything you hate. So my suggestion to these people, if you are feeling like you are really just dreading exercise, find a reason that you are doing it. What I mean by that is, some people are motivated by challenges. Others hate it. So don't change yourself, change the way you think about exercise. So it's not really exercise. Maybe it is catching up with a friend when you're going to the mall and walking. Maybe it looks like spending time with your kids at the park. It's that activity. That's what's going to get you started. Maybe you think, I just love how excited my dog gets when we go walking because they interact with other dogs and it's so much fun seeing how happy my dog gets. Maybe it's, I have so much fun dancing with my coworkers. That's the reason why. So my biggest suggestion would be really changing your perspective and changing how you frame that, and so you don't because you shouldn't be hating exercise. Enjoy the activity you're doing. Select the activity that really makes you happy and speaks to you.
I love that, and I think we were talking earlier before we got online, and you mentioned that you've been teaching exercise classes for over 20 years. Tell us a little bit more about the classes or just kind of your experience.
Yeah, so I've been teaching a variety of classes, beginner level to advanced to prenatal, postnatal. I've done a lot of different teaching styles and teaching formats. I love that I can be able to accommodate exercises, any different levels, any different intensity, whether you've had knee surgery, whether you're about to have a baby in a few weeks. If you have the doctor's approval, you can continue to exercise. You can continue to do that. So it's so exciting to be in that field in where I can just see the different people that come to class, regardless of the background, regardless of if it's day 1 or day 100, that they're pushing through, getting a little uncomfortable, but then also enjoying it. That they found the niche that works for them. Not everybody is going to enjoy group fitness, but I found a lot of people really do. They love that camaraderie. They love that excitement, that energy that the class brings. And the class may be cardio based. The class may be resistance. And the goal of every class is really to kind of step out of that comfort zone a little bit, not the entire time, but just to do it together as a team. It really makes the activity fun and takes the workout exercise. I don't know, it's pretty enjoyable when you get to do it with friends.
That's great. Exactly. And that's so true. And I love how you pointed out that whatever season of life we're in, we should have times where we give ourselves grace, or we should have times where we find accommodations, like you said, of the different groups and the different classes. And I love that you mentioned group fitness and how this, there's been a lot of research on how this can improve our mental and our physical well-being, as well as provide that social aspect that you mentioned a few times, and how that can reduce stress and even improve our quality of life. And this leads me into the next part of our discussion. The 9th principle from intuitive eating is exercise, feel the difference. And I want to talk to Laura for a few minutes, since you have experience as well in the group setting. So tell us a little bit about the fitness classes that you teach and your interaction with individuals.
Sure. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here today. I've been teaching group exercise classes at a studio called Pure Barre for over 5 years now. Pure Barre is a group fitness class. It uses a ballet bar and small isometric, low impact but challenging movements to target and tone muscles. At Pure Barre, individuals also share a sense of community in which they're inspired and empowered by each other's fitness and lifestyle goals. So as in my classes, I would encourage the listeners today to shift their focus on how it feels to move their body rather than being preoccupied with the calorie burning effect of exercise. If your focus is on the energy and benefits you get from working out and the fun that you have with others while doing it, you're more likely to stick with a routine instead of hitting the snooze button in the morning.
Exactly. If when you wake up, your only goal is to see how many calories you can burn, it is usually not enough of a motivating factor to get you out of bed in that moment of time. I recently read an article titled, "Find Movement That Brings You Joy." In a particularly busy season of my life, I received some great advice from one of my friends that's a personal trainer. She said something similar to this. As we go through different seasons and changes in our life, our exercise routines, or even the type of exercise we do, can change as well. And this has proven so true for me, as I have done everything from belly dancing in college to yoga in a stressful season of my life, and even CrossFit last year, just because I wanted to challenge myself in a new way. Whatever exercise you choose to do, respect your body and have fun. Hey, Elda, you also teach a group class that focuses on the fun factor. Tell us a little bit more about this.
Yes, I have been in the Zumba community for over 6 years. It's a great and fun way to get your body moving. It improves your coordination, which is extremely important to maintain as you get older. It's a full body, fun, and exciting workout because you're moving to the beat of the music, and before you know it, you've reached your heart rate, which is a lot faster than you would have thought. The songs that are being used are around 145 beats per minute. Before you know it, your endurance builds, and just in a couple of classes. So sometimes workouts that feel like work, it's hard to get into or hard to get excited about. So with Zumba or any workout class that you choose to do, add music. It keeps you excited. It keeps you wanting to come back for more.
I love that. Sounds like so much fun. I so have to try that class sometime. I can't believe that's one I haven't tried before. It's been so great to have you all here today. It's been so nice to hear your expertise as well as your own personal fitness journeys. Before we finish up this session, Mimi, would you review the main types of exercise and just provide a few recommendations for those who may be unsure of where to start?
I would love to. So there's 4 main types of exercise. There's endurance, strength, balance, and flexibility. Many people focus on one activity or type of exercise. Each type of activity is different though and provides unique benefits. So my recommendation is doing a variety of activities. That prevents us from getting bored and just quitting working out altogether and exercising altogether. It also helps decrease our risk of injury. So adding the endurance, adding the strength, the balance. Some examples of endurance or aerobic activities are brisk walking, jogging, dancing like Elda just talked about in her Zumba class. To incorporate strength type exercise, we can do weightlifting, attend a group class like body pump, or use resistance bands. Balance and flexibility exercises help prevent falls, stretch our muscles, and also improve our freedom of movement in everyday activities. Some examples of these are Tai Chi and yoga. Many of these exercises may seem hard at first, but start slow and be consistent. As your body starts to get stronger, you may even start to feel like starting and liking it. Remember to choose something that fits your personality, your lifestyle, something that you will enjoy.
Exactly. And wow, the list of exercises we can do is endless. Thank you, Mimi, for encouraging us to do something that makes us happy. I love the information and personal experiences you have all shared today. I want to remind the listeners that even though all of us love group exercise classes here, there are so many ways that you all can fit in activity. Be creative, be consistent, and make it a lifestyle change. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us. We're so happy to have you on this Way to Wellness journey. Be sure to complete the remaining steps for this week and let us know if you have any questions. Bye.